The terrifying life story of King Shaddad, one of the three rulers mentioned in the Qur'an as opposing Allah, a disbeliever, a tyrant who declared, "If he is the Lord of the heavens, then I am the Lord of the earth." A tyrant who challenged Allah with his false paradise of Iram, built over 700 years with rubies and diamonds. A king whom even Satan took pride in, a king cursed by Allah. Shaddad's paradise of Iram, a story not mentioned in any other holy book, is only revealed in the Qur'an. Remarkably, researchers have discovered what they believe to be Iram, revealing yet another miracle of the Qur'an. Watch all this and more in this video. Please like this video now and help share this message to reach more people. Shaddad and Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him. The Qur'an mentions three major enemies of Allah: Pharaoh, Nimrod, and Shaddad, the third among them. Shaddad ruled several centuries before Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him. Shaddad was the ruler of the people of Ad. The people of Ad and the city of Iram are notable in Islamic history. Allah had granted the people of Ad stature, wealth, and abundance. They were extremely wealthy and lived on fertile lands. They were exceptionally powerful and lived long lives. Their comfort and luxury were unparalleled, and their fame spread far and wide. In fact, highly respected and well-received individuals were often referred to as ambassadors of Ad. They built gardens, decorative pools, and palaces on every hill, thinking these creations would make them immortal. The stunning beauty and magnificence of their structures spread throughout the city. At that time, people were extraordinarily tall, measuring tens of meters, and their lifespans reached up to 1,000 years. It is even narrated that during the era of the companions, Sahaba, when they came across the remains of some individuals, they had to walk for several meters just to reach the knees of these giants. Many scholars of the Qur'an believe that the people of Ad were a generation that came a few generations after the flood of Prophet Noah, peace be upon him. This idea is supported by the Qur'an, which states, "But after them came generations who neglected prayer and followed their desires. They will face the consequences of their rebellion." Additionally, during the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Jews questioned his prophethood by asking, who was the one who associated partners with Allah on earth? This was a question only a true prophet could answer. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, replied, "It was King Shaddad, the son of Ad, and a descendant of Prophet Noah, peace be upon him." Shaddad had strayed from the path, exhibited arrogance, and declared, "Who is stronger than us on earth?" By denying Allah, he became a cruel ruler. Allah sent Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, to the region where Shaddad ruled. Prophet Hud is one of the prophets mentioned in the Qur'an. When he came to the people of Ad to deliver the message of truth, the disbelieving leaders among them said, "We see you as a fool, and we think you are one of the liars." In response, Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, said, "O my people, I am not a fool, but rather I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. I deliver to you the revelations of my Lord, and I am a trustworthy advisor to you." They replied, "O Hud, you have not brought us any clear sign, and we will not abandon our gods at your word, nor will we believe in you. The only thing we can say is that one of our gods has afflicted your mind." Later, Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, said, "If you fulfill the commands of Allah, He promises you palaces under which rivers flow. Abandon polytheism, stop worshipping Shaddad, do not worship anyone other than Allah, and follow me. I do not ask you for any reward. My reward is only with the one who created me." Upon hearing this, Shaddad ordered, "Bring me this so-called Prophet Hud." When Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, was brought before him, Shaddad said, "How can you claim prophethood while I am the God and have not appointed you?" Prophet Hud spoke briefly about Allah. Shaddad then responded mockingly, I offer my people a life of greater comfort, so what does your Allah promise? Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, answered, He promises palaces under which rivers flow, gardens, companions of unparalleled beauty, emeralds, gold and thrones. He promises garments that no tailor can make, a place where we will not grow ill, age, feel sorrow, sleep or die. It is a life of eternal joy and contentment. Shaddad said, If he promises palaces under which rivers flow, then I will build palaces with rivers flowing beneath them myself. Following this, Shaddad gathered all the craftsmen and architects under his command. He assigned each of them 1,000 workers and formed a construction army of 100,000 men. He instructed them, Go and find me a place with the most beautiful climate, a location unmatched in its beauty. Shaddad sent out orders to his men across all kingdoms, commanding them to collect all the gold, silver, pearls and rubies they could find. He also demanded fragrant materials like musk and saffron to be gathered for the construction of his false paradise. It is said that during that time, if something was put up for sale, there wasn't enough wealth left to buy it. The people were pushed to such desperation that they began raiding graves to retrieve gold and silver from the dead. Music. At last, Shaddad achieved his desire. He built a city like no other. The bricks were mixed with silver, and the domes were adorned with red rubies. Along the shores, instead of sand and stones, pearls were scattered. The soil of the beaches was covered with musk, and saffron was spread throughout the surrounding areas. Along the banks of the rivers, decorative trees made of green gems were planted, with leaves of red gold and flowers of silver. Special nests for various birds were built, and these nests were filled with the scents of musk and amber. Around the city, hills made of musk and amber were constructed. When a gentle breeze blew, the city was filled with delightful fragrances. When sunlight hit the city, the gold, silver and precious gems caused a dazzling brilliance that blinded the eyes. The most handsome men and beautiful women from every region were placed in the palaces built within the city. It is said that the construction of this false paradise took 700 years to complete. Shaddad then said to Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, Come and see my paradise. Is it equal to the paradise you speak of, or not? Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, replied, O unfortunate one, you speak with arrogance, relying on your power and kingdom. Do you not fear Allah? Do you know what your end will be? Shaddad responded, No one can destroy this place. The houses are already at the foothills of mountains. Because they draw strength from the mountains, they are far more robust and equipped to withstand any earthquake. Shaddad's ultimate goal was to make all the people of the earth submit to him. He wanted his statues to be worshipped and showed no mercy to those who disobeyed his commands, subjecting them to all forms of tyranny and oppression. He built the gardens of Iram, Iram of the pillars, to rival Allah and serve as an alternative to paradise. However, there was one thing he did not account for: death. Shaddad declared, No one can destroy this place. If Allah has his paradise, then Shaddad has the gardens of Iram. Yet Shaddad would never be able to enjoy this city. The people of Ad, growing increasingly defiant in response to Prophet Hud's peace be upon him message, became more aggressive and confident that their idols would protect them. They firmly believed in their absolute sovereignty, continually reassuring themselves by saying, We will never face any punishment. They mocked the faithful who accepted Prophet Hud's peace be upon him message, subjecting them to torture without hesitation and aiming to leave them to rot in prisons. With derision they said, Bring on the punishment you threaten us with. Shortly after, the signs of punishment began to appear. Rivers started to dry up and greenery turned yellow. The famous gardens of Iram, with their lush vineyards, vegetables, fruits, and other dazzling features, were gradually destroyed under the scorching drought. The parching heat consumed the land, and those mighty, strong-built people were reduced to begging for a sip of water and a slice of bread. At this point, Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, once again attempted to deliver the message. "And if you turn away now, what more can I say? I have conveyed to you what I was sent with. My Lord will replace you with another people, and you cannot harm Allah in the slightest. Indeed, my Lord is the protector of all things." Yet the people of Ad refused to abandon their worship of Shaddad. Every prophet has a final prayer, and when Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, saw no other way, it was time for him to make his last supplication. He prayed to his Lord, "O Allah, destroy this people. Place a distance between me and them. I have delivered your message, but they did not listen to me." The punishment for the people became inevitable. The Qur'an describes, "They behaved arrogantly on earth and said, 'Who is stronger than us?' Did they not see that Allah, who created them, is far stronger than they? Yet they knowingly rejected our signs." The destruction of the people of Ad and the death of Shaddad. One day, Gabriel, peace be upon him, came to Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, with a revelation. There is a cave within this mountain, and inside it lies one of the greatest. Enemies of Allah, go to that cave. Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, entered the cave and saw a grave. This grave belonged to Shaddad, the ruler of the people of Ad. On the grave, he noticed 70 silk coverings. Approaching the grave, he saw an epitaph written by Shaddad himself. The inscription read, "Take a lesson from me, O those who are proud of their long lives, O those who believe in their grandeur and strength, O those who rely on their wealth and armies. Know that I am Shaddad, the son of Ad. I used to rely on my power and wealth. I thought the world belonged to me. The rulers of the world would submit to my command out of fear." Hud, peace be upon him, came and found us immersed in arrogance. He called us to his religion, but we trusted in our strength and dismissed his words. We rebelled against him. In the end, a mighty wrath descended from the heavens and destroyed my army and me. Look at my state and take a lesson from me. The people of Ad and Shaddad were destroyed within 7 to 8 days by violent hurricanes and storms, following the curse of Prophet Hud, peace be upon him. The angel Michael, peace be upon him, knows the exact measure of rain that falls or the intensity of winds in every place. Yet, on that day, the hurricanes and winds sent to the people of Ad were beyond the calculation of the angels. Only Allah knew their force. These mighty people, over 40 meters tall, buried their feet deep into the ground to avoid being swept away by the storm. Yet Allah, to demonstrate his power, destroyed them by hurling their enormous bodies back and forth with the raging winds, leaving no trace of their defiance. Shaddad played the leading role in one of history's greatest destructions. In reality, he and his people were facing the worldly consequences of their arrogance and defiance against Allah. The Qur'an describes this event as follows: "It left nothing it came upon without reducing it to ruins, blowing it away like ashes. When they saw it advancing towards their valleys, they said, 'This is a cloud bringing us rain.' No, it is what you sought to hasten, a wind containing a painful punishment. Allah imposed it upon them for 7 nights and 8 days in succession. If you had been there, you would have seen them lying fallen like hollow trunks of date palms." Surah Al-Dariyat, Ayah 42. The lost city of Ubar, Iram of the Pillars, a miracle of the Qur'an. The defining feature of the lost city of Ubar was its towering pillars. Therefore, the site discovered is believed to be the very Iram mentioned in the Qur'an. Even the disbelievers of that era came to the conclusion that the location described in the Quran matched this site. As the Quran states, Iram of lofty pillars, the likes of which were never created in any land. Surah Al-Araf, Ayah 6-8. This city and its people are not mentioned in any other holy book outside of the Quran. Bedran Thomas, a researcher, traveled to the region to investigate this topic in depth. During his research, the local people told him about an ancient, now unused pathway believed to lead to the city of Ubar. However, Thomas passed away before completing his discovery, and the topic remained dormant until the 1990s. In 1990, one of the world's leading newspapers published a headline, "Atlantis of the Sands, the City of Ubar Found." Documentary filmmaker Nicholas Clapp reopened the case and, inspired by Thomas's notes, began an intensive search for the legendary city of Iram. He even sought assistance from NASA, using satellite technology to capture images of the region and analyze the intersection of ancient trade routes in detail. A map drawn by Claudius Ptolemy, a Greek geographer from Egypt, showed ancient routes leading to a forgotten city. By comparing these routes with NASA's satellite images, it was claimed that the remains thought to belong to the people of Ad had been located. Excavations began, and at a depth of 12 meters, crater fragments believed to be from the city of Iram started to emerge. Experts highlighted the most striking feature of this discovery: the city's massive, towering pillars. The Quran references this city, saying, "Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with Ad, with Iram, who had lofty pillars, the likes of whom had never been created in any land?" Surah Al-Araf, Ayah 6-8. The fact that only the Quran mentions this city is itself a miracle. It shatters the false claim by Christians and Jews that the Quran borrowed from their scriptures. The Quran contains many examples and corrections that are not found in other books. On this channel, we also explore such verses and hadiths in detail. Even someone like Shaddad, who built the extraordinary city of Iram, filled with every worldly pleasure and delight, left this world in regret. If we do not want to experience such remorse in our final moments, we must reflect on our lives and make necessary changes. May Allah save us from being among those who regret at the end. Ameen. If you feel alone, even among the planets of the universe, this channel is perfect for you. To ensure this video doesn't get lost in the vast ocean of YouTube and reaches more viewers like you, your support is crucial. Every new subscriber helps this message reach another heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to support our work. You can also support all our projects by clicking the join button to make an online donation. See you in the next video. May Allah protect you.